Welcome to Yin Yoga with Terry Hooker. We'll get started in a comfortable seated position. Begin by taking a few long, deep breaths, settling, allowing the mind to turn inward. First, we're going to work with squares or folding forward in a seated position. Allow your hands to walk out in front of you. Just simply fold forward. You can feel this in the hips, especially on the side of the leg that's farther out in front. Just letting everything relax forward, everything melt. To the mat. When you're ready, we'll gently move on. Walk your hands back in. Upright. Switch to the other side. So crossing the legs the opposite way and releasing forward. In the Yin approach to yoga, we hold postures for a longer duration of time and we release into the posture, allowing gravity to help open the body gently and gradually. There's a lot of space, a lot of time in Yin Yoga to reflect on the contents of the mind, our inner experience. So we can work with developing this inner space through concentration practices, watching the breath, and also by practicing non-attachment, simply noticing what arises in the mind and letting it pass away, letting it go. We develop a peaceful inner space. Now rising up, walk the hands into the body here, coming upright, drawing the soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana. Begin forward folding. You can use a gentle traction. Hands here. Or come to rest on your forearms. Just allow gravity to do the work. And again, we turn our attention to our breath. Noticing the quality of the inhale and the exhale, maybe at the tip of the nostrils, noticing the cool sensation in the inhale, slightly warm around the exhale. With each breath, we notice something new. This helps to develop concentration and tranquility of mind. Feel free to experiment in Yin Yoga. Moving, trying out different adjustments to find what really works for you, where you can really relax. And we're going to move on now. So rising up, draw the knees together. Extend the left leg out in front and draw the right inside. So the right sole of the right foot is into the left inner thigh. Savasana. Folding forward over the left knee. Again with the Yin approach, we're really relaxing into the posture, not gripping too hard with the hands. You're welcome to use a little bit of traction, taking it deeper into the pose. You'll find it can get uncomfortable to hold too firmly for a long duration, so find a way to really release the posture. Even put your forehead here on a block of support. Noticing the breath and the contents of mind. Whenever we have a peaceful moment, just resting in a posture again, turn our attention inwards and develop this gentle meditation practice. We're going to switch sides, so we rise up and extend the right leg out. Left foot drawing in to the right thigh and folding forward. Whenever the mind begins to wander away towards any kind of external event or memory, image, just gently draw it back. And this is a concentration practice. So we pull it back to the breath over and over again, especially when we're just starting a class. We have this tendency of the mind to wander away. Pull it back to the breath. You can also use the sensations in the body. Breathing into the tension, noticing where we're really feeling it in the posture. And exhaling, releasing that tension. Releasing whatever image is in the mind. And slowly, over time, the mind settles, becomes very tranquil, and also develops concentration. So moving on to forward fold here, we'll straighten out the left leg and release forward. And here in the forward fold, instead of engaging the quads and having really straight legs, we can relax into the forward fold, just release forward, allowing gravity here primarily to do the work. You can kind of wedge your hands underneath your chin or your calves, and that can develop a little bit of traction without really having to grip and pull with the hands. And as always, feel free to modify and experiment with your posture in Yin and find what works for you. Definitely want to make sure that you're releasing the neck and head. This allows the stretch to move all the way up and back into the base of the head. Gently begin rising up. Move the head side to side. Make gentle circles. It feels nice in the neck here. And coming down onto the back and drawing the knees into the chest. I'm going to set up for a bridge pose. Draw the ankles down into the hips and interlace the fingers behind the back, pressing into the soles of the feet. And coming back down whenever you're ready. Drawing the soles of the feet together. In Supine Konasana, let the knees fall out to the side. Once again, returning the attention to the breath. Do this over and over in a Yin practice. Just developing concentration and tranquility of mind. Staying with the breath or with sensations in the body. We're going to begin transitioning here. So you can draw your knees together and then draw them into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe even lift up the head, draw the chin in towards the knees, forehead in towards the knees. And rocking upright, we're going to shift onto all fours and come into Anahatasana. Heart opening posture. We let the knees widen out towards the edge of the mat. Big toes touch. Come down onto the forearms. Walk the forearms forward a few inches. And lower the forehead down onto the mat. Work with releasing the back, the hips. Kind of like downward facing dog. Pressing the sit bones up and back. And lengthening. Finding a gentle arch in the lower back. Gently rising up now, we're going to move into downward facing dog. Spreading the fingers and pressing back, lifting the knees and hold. Inhale, shifting forward to plank, and exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale for plank posture. And exhale, downward facing dog. And knees coming down to the mat for Virasana. Supta Virasana here. We widen the ankle bones so the hips fit down between the ankle bones. And releasing back down onto the mat. You can certainly use supports here. You can use pillows beneath the back, bolsters, blocks. settling in, letting everything melt down into the mat. Breathing into the tension and exhale, release. We're going to begin to rise up and press into your elbows and hands, coming upright, shifting forward into child's pose. And gently transitioning now again, rising upright. Extend one leg out at a time. We're going to come up to all fours and then extend one leg out at a time. Make some gentle circles. Just helps to relax the knees and the ankles before pressing into downward facing dog. Next we'll be working with pigeon posture. So we'll extend the right leg out, big inhale, and drawing it through for pigeon. We're going to begin transitioning to the other side. So whenever you're ready, we can come back onto the forearms. Just gently, gradually making our way to the other side. If it feels good here, you can extend the right leg up behind before bringing it down and switching to the left. And lowering into pigeon posture on the left side. Settling in, letting everything melt into the mat. Once again, we'll begin transitioning, coming up onto the forearms, releasing the front leg back, and extend it out behind you. And moving on to dragon posture, we'll bring the right leg forward for a low lunge. Release the back knee and toes. Letting the right foot wander out to the edge of the mat. Both arms on the inside and coming down onto the forearms. In dragon posture, we work with releasing the hips down, opening in the groin. And beginning to rise up out of dragon posture. Come onto the hands, walk the knee back to the inside. Curling the back toes and lifting the back knee. We come into high lunge and then release the front leg back. Press back in downward facing dog and begin on the left side. Left foot up and back. And step it through. Release the back knee and toes. And the front foot wanders out to the outer edge of the mat. And release. And gently coming back upright. Walk the foot back into the center line and then release back into downward facing dog. Pressing back. We come down onto our knees. And then let the hips settle down onto the ankles for Virasana, letting the mind continue its journey inwards, just sitting quietly with the eyes closed. Steady attention to breath. Enjoying the inner peace and quiet that we've created. And now shifting into a seated position, coming back to Sukhasana or sitting cross-legged. I'm going to move a little deeper into the square posture or Padmasana. Let's draw the right foot into the top of the thigh, drawing it in nice and firmly. And then beginning to switch to the other side, cross the legs the opposite way, and draw in the left foot onto the top of the right thigh. This posture helps to open the knees and hips for sitting in Padmasana or lotus pose, so we can be really comfortable in our seated postures, helping to prepare the way for deeper meditation. And now making our way into just a comfortable seated Sukhasana. Whatever seated posture here actually works best for you. You can come into our most comfortable seat, taking a few deep breaths, and continuing on our journey inwards. You can simply meditate on the space and peace inside. We can watch the breath or notice sensations in the body, whatever we're drawn to here in this moment. We're going to gently begin to transition. We'll start out by taking a few deep breaths. Also lifting the arms here with an inhale, and exhale, lowering the hands to the heart. And doing this a few times. Inhaling, lift, and exhale, hands to the heart. Last time. Inhale, lift, and exhale, hands to the heart. And uncrossing our legs here, we'll make our way onto our backs. We're doing gentle twists here, so pressing into the soles of the feet. Shift the hips to the left side and knees come down to the right. Now beginning the transition to the other side, we can return the knees to center, shift the hips to the right side and knees coming down to the left. Releasing and relaxing, not holding on anywhere in the body, just simply settling in to the twist. Now beginning our final movement here towards savasana, lifting the knees back into center and then drawing them into the chest, Apanasana, and taking happy baby posture helps to release the lower back, lengthening the lower back. And finally making our way into savasana. And thank you for joining me for Yin Yoga with Terry Hooker. You can visit my website at http://bloomyoga.org. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.